because I have the honor to introduce a company that I just talked to the first time a couple of days ago, I guess. So that is a company that is not even located in Berlin, but is thinking about coming to Berlin to have a new location. So let me introduce to you Mr. Eduard Mailer from the company Devacon. Mr. Mailer is the CEO of Devacon. He has been in the development field for over 20 years, and he will present you his solution for alternative storage of hydrogen in powder. So, the stage is yours. Die Mikrofone werden aktiv geschaltet, sobald Sie reinsprechen.
Hello. Yeah, good afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and let me just start because we have only 10 minutes, and I would like to give you all the information which I prepared for you. Okay. Everybody is talking about hydrogen, and why is hydrogen an interesting fuel replacing? First of all, it has the capability to be 3 times more energy as diesel or gas. So it has 3 times more capacity. And the question is, or the challenge, how to store this hydrogen. So today we know we have the way to store it as a gaseous, so in a gas. Then we have the possibility to store it liquid. And then we have the other two. This is storing, binding in a chemical process to metal hydride or paste. So these are the 4 known possibilities to store hydrogen. So the question is, which one is the best or will fit the best for the fly industry? So our solution is the third one, binding the hydrogen in a metal hydride. So what is the benefit of this? First of all, you don't need to spend energy again to store the hydrogen. So if you have to store it with gas, you have to put it in a tank, and to have the atmosphere about 700 bar you have to use to store it there. Or if you need it in fluid way, you have to cool it down. And if you cool it down, you have to cool it the whole time when the storage is stored somewhere. So our solution, you don't need any energy anymore to store it in our cartridge. So we provided a possibility to store the hydrogen in our cartridge, and there inside is fullerene. Fullerene is a possibility to use this as a transport vehicle for hydrogen. And of course, there are many other companies who are trying to use this or make a specific testing on this, but we have we found a really way to store more hydrogen in the same weight as the others. So if you today take a plane and you try to fly a distance with the fluid hydrogen, you fly about 500 kilometers. But with our solution, you can fly 4 times longer. So you have to imagine what kind of distance you can reach with the new technology from us. So how is the fueling challenge here as well? So if you have gas or you have liquid hydrogen, you have to imagine how long will the process be to go to the airplane and to refill it. With our solution, you just use the cartridges, you take it out of the plane, you put it in the vehicle which is standing outside of the airplane, you put it inside, 15 minutes later it's fully charged, and then you can place it back in the airplane. So it takes you about 15 minutes to recharge a plane. Even if you don't have the time, the 50 minutes, you just order the vehicle, it comes with a cartridge, and you just replace the filled one with one which is already in the plane. So this is actually what I was just explaining in the next slide. So this takes at least 15 minutes, so it doesn't need really a long time and effort. Next, how the hydrogen solution of us is, or any other hydrogen solution that are working in the airplanes. You have to replace three parts. First of all, you have to replace the now which you use as a fuel. So you use our cartridges or other cartridges which you place in the airplane. Then the second one, you just need to replace the fuel cell, so the fuel cell is able to use the hydrogen to convert it to electricity. And the third one part is the electrical motor. So this electrical motor is using the electricity to fly. So not only you are flying longer, you are flying without the one what is really important. So in the end, when you're using the hydrogen converting to electricity, on the back water is coming out as a pollution. So it doesn't. It's really fantastic actually if you think it just the water is coming as emission. So the point is there. So you have to replace only the three parts, and you are able to use a plane which is used the old technology to convert to the new technology and fly it with hydrogen. So now the benefits of our solution. It's not liquid, it's not gaseous, so you don't need to take electricity to store it in a cartridge. This is really important, because if you take the costs which you have to develop from A to the end, how much you have to spend money on filling an airplane, you have to calculate as well these kind of costs which come across. So we don't need an extra energy for filling into the cartridge. So you don't need to cooling it down. This is one of the things which I said before. So the costs are really less for this solution, totally. And it has less weight, so because of the less weight, you can use more hydrogen in the cartridge to fly longer. And there's, of course, one of the important things, the risk of explosion is really minimum. So because if you have liquid or a gaseous hydrogen, and then there's a leak in the cartridge, it can explode, of course. But in our solution, there is no atmosphere pressure in this cartridge. So if there's a tiny hole, just the hydrogen just go out, and it will be no explode with the other cartridges. So finally, I was pretty fast. I think 36 seconds are left. I hope you enjoyed it, you find it interesting. So hopefully with our solution, we will bring you far away. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm almost a little disappointed that I don't need my cards a lot. I was quite happy to have them.